Hi Collective, welcome to my channel. I'm Crystal, a cosmic divine psychic medium here delivering messages to you from the higher realms. So welcome in everyone. This is going to be a timeless reading, as all my readings are timeless, but it is more fun to catch them in real time, so you should definitely subscribe if you have not, so you will catch them as I upload them. Alright, so urgency is coming across with this message today, as I feel this is a very, very important message for whenever you find this, but especially if you are catching this around the time I'm uploading it, then you are definitely one of the 144,000 chosen light workers, star seeds, earth angels here to unite, to lead into the new earth, okay? So for everyone else that doesn't catch this around the time that I'm uploading it, you still could have a very powerful purpose mission as to be a healer, right? And maybe for mass awakenings, things like that, you know, Source uses my content for a multitude of ways, okay? But with this specific time, that's why this is imperative. I've been getting that this reading is going to reach those who need to find it, as we are in the 11th hour, and you need to know now more than ever, the enemy, the Matrix agents are trying to fight at all costs to try to deter us, to distract us, to get us to not unite and step into our positions of power, okay? So I was getting a lot of downloads very quickly, and I've actually been getting this song has been playing nonstop in my head since yesterday. And what was so significant is even my family, all of a sudden then my son was starting to hum this song. I was like, you know that song? Because it's a very old song, The Final Countdown, right? And if you look at the lyrics of that, like it's, I mean, you can already tell that it's, we are at the end here. We're at the reset. And I've been talking about that. The final day of 2023 was 123, 123, commencing the reset to Earth. And this is a very, very powerful time because we have the portals and the gateways, the equinox gateway in alignment with our eclipse season, which is starting off here. And these gateways are coming in alignment together, and we just had a 3-3 portal opened up on the 3rd of March, right? And on 321, there's something with these energies, these frequencies that were coming in. See, there's this major shift that needs to occur, right? Where it's finally like these energies with the solar flares too that are coming in, they are bursting open chakra systems, which are purging and pushing out blockages that have been there for a very, very long time. For a lot of you, you could be healing ancestral woundings that have been creating blockages within your chakra systems. But as these are getting blown out, right? And there's so much going on within the cosmically, like a lot of the things that are coming through the plasma is causing these major upgrades and these major moments of getting online with Source and getting these downloads and fast manifestation, like quantum leaping, all sorts of stuff has been coming in, right? All right, I'm trying to slow down this energy a little bit. So I was getting sacrificial lamb, right? Somebody is trying to come in to sacrifice you. For some of you, it's to sabotage you, right? To try to stop you from your mission, right? And when I was investigating it and looking it up, it says that someone or something is given to an authority to be used for harm or to be destroyed, right? So even like you're needing to be careful of even trusting like people in positions, right? Of power, right? As we do know our corrupt matrix, right? This is about us breaking the 3D matrix, tearing it down and ascending to the 5D, right? Getting out of this matrix and the illusion. So the matrix agents are trying at all costs, right? They have been restructuring, moving around, trying to keep as much as they can to keep us in the 3D matrix, right? But so many of us are uniting and coming together and raising our frequency, not to mention Earth was always meant to reset itself. So this is why we're working with cosmic energies. And that's why I said in the year of an 8, 2024 numerology is an 8. It's infinity. This is the reset. This is everything that is set to commence. So the matrix is already starting to glitch out and fall apart because it's being rewritten. We are rewriting the matrix. Those divine beings here have the codings within us. We have the original blueprints from Earth that we are resetting this. We are rewriting the program, okay? So they're trying it all at all things, so at all costs. What did I just flip? The lovers. For a lot of you, the lovers is on the floor. For some of you, you need to let go of a lover. Lovers, people that are not online with Source, do not have their heart chakra activated to the vibration of love, are being manipulated and controlled. I'm getting the clone energy. There's people in very, very high positions that are being cloned, that are being used, that you're being distracted. They're trying to extract things, right? So you need to be very careful as we're in the 11th hour, right? The last possible time before it is too late. So that's why I said, like, this message, it's very urgent for those of you that are being called to your positions of power to go out, to let go of certain things. You've gotten this enlightenment. Don't let the enemy come in and distract and to manipulate and control and get you to not, you know, go after what you're pursuing at this time. Okay, see, I was getting to earlier about side reel, okay, and what did I say? Don't get caught up in the side reel. So I'm like, well, what is side reel, right? Well, in astrology, it is ever with the respect to the distant stars, not the sun or the planets, right? And to me, when to me, what makes you very, very special and unique is where you were born, the time you were born, how the planets and the stars, how everything was aligned, right? And that's why when you're in your sun sign, you know, that represents your soul, your moon, your emotions, you know, all of those things, and the different planetary alignments play a big factor. But we're talking about the stars here, the star systems, which I'm relating to constellations and things like that. It's also the Latin word for star. So when I think about that, I think about star systems, right? And I think about the other zodiacs and other placements, right? Just like your south node, that's the life that you're at before. You're always supposed to be ever evolving, right? So that's why you have your north node, which you need to follow. And it's like something is trying to keep you in your south node, stopping you from going towards your destiny, your life path, your purpose. And that's where we have karma and things like that. It's in our south node. So I'm getting that there's this energy of like stars. So other zodiacs, right, is what I'm thinking more with the star system. So I'm feeling that it's like another person, like the lovers fell on the floor here. So that for some of you, this could be a lover, it could be someone that you have love for, it could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be somebody close to you. So don't get caught up in the side reel. In Vedic astrology, it's based on the side reel zodiac, the positions of the planets calculated by constellation positions, okay? Because they're ever moving. I'm getting just this energy is there's an influence, right? Be careful of south node influence. And they want you to move in silence. And then I was getting into the sacrificial lamb. You have to be very careful of what is being told to you, what is being said to you. Like, okay, I got a big realization yesterday. It was like for the longest time I've been trying to light work. And with children, like even children are getting used and manipulated, right? And this is the thought that I got is I was trying to save this boy. And so I've been light working this young man, and I've been putting all my time and work and energy, and I'm like, I've had this mindset like all the demons, you know, are in him. I got to get the demons out. I got to extract the demons out of him, right? And it's like constantly the demons keep getting in there, and like every different angle, different things that I'm doing, I'm like, what is going on, right? And then I finally realized, I finally got the realization, the download in the moment by the way, you know, I was talking and the actions, because I was paying more attention just to actions and what I was seeing and instead of what I was hearing, and I was using all of my sensory skills and putting them together. And I finally started to realize, I'm like, oh my gosh, that is a demon that is playing a child. You know what I mean? Instead of me thinking that this child is being controlled by a demon, I realized that this was a full-blown demon that was being and playing as though it was a child. And then it brought me to one of those movies, right? Like, is it The Orphan? Where she's really not an orphan, but she's like a full-grown woman being like, that's what I'm getting. Like, not all soul. It's on a soul level. You can't go with just what you're physically being seen, even if this is like family members, because the enemy, the matrix agents, know how to use those that are going to get closest to you against you. And just because you feel as though you know somebody or whatever, like, you're going to be seeing through the illusion, like, things are glitching out. You're starting to get these. So when you get these downloads and things, because you're online with source, because if your heart chakra is activated, you're online with source. This is the final hour. Things are being revealed for you to level up, because everything is like quicksand, I'm getting, right? Things are like trying to pull you down and stop you. So the enemy's using whatever it can at these last ditch effort I've been getting for a while, right? And now 11th hour, like, this is it. Like, you've already been made aware, right? I feel for a lot of you, like, you've already gotten the realizations of who these people are, what these things are that you need to let go. Shedding and letting go. They're trying to make you be the sacrificial lamb here, because somebody has a very, very important mission, right? And like I said, if you're guided to me, I unite the Lightworkers and the Earth Angels and Star Seeds, the 144,000. So that means you have very, very powerful. It's like, if you're going to be one of the leaders into the new earth, you need to rise now. You need to let these things go, because the fleets are here. So, but it's like, they're like hovering, like it cannot come down to these levels, but it is hovering, okay? And it's like, it's protected. It's not able to be seen. When you're to a certain vibration, then it's seen, right? It's like, to be able to connect and deal, to get downloads and mediumship, like, you have to be from a high vibrational frequency. So it's like, it's not there. That's for the longest time. Like, I've been blocked. Like, I heavily have to cleanse my space. I can't, around certain people, I immediately get into a defensive, because it's like, my body knows. I will literally feel ill around certain people and situations that, like, it's like I create like a force field around my energy, where it's like, I won't allow certain people to see it, right? And I actually had somebody tell me, like, every time we're around other people or things, like, you change. You're not who, because even they were noticing that I would change. And it's like, so if you notice that you get very defensive around certain people and things like that, it's like your soul's way of protecting itself, like, it knows. So you need to be very careful, because for some of you, like, these are like walking entities, right? So you're going to be getting the realization of that, right? That not everything's as it appears, right? Okay. So accelerated timelines, things are happening rapidly fast, rapid advancements, instant manifestations, magical, mystical experiences I was getting, fourth dimensional experiencing. And a lot of you are like starting to realize that, like, things are literally, and that's why maybe when you're alone or you're in isolation, you're starting to see things, right? So maybe you need to isolate, spend more time alone, be very protective of your energy, of your space, because they're trying to hold. That's why many are chosen, right? But few will answer the call. It takes that work. It takes you recalling your power, you holding the frequency. That is the hard work that you have to do. You have to hold the frequency. So you have to have control of your emotions and feelings, and know when you have things coming at you, trying to fight with you, trying to pull your energy, trying to take you away. Don't do it. Don't engage in it. And it doesn't matter if it's a lover, because for some of you, your divine, I'm not even going to say divine, like your twin flames could have been compromised, right? So they're no longer divine. The fallen angels are the foundation. Some of the fallen angels are like, you need to think of them as, they knew that they were going to be laying the foundation for the restructuring. So you have to let them be the foundation. And I put that in a post yesterday on my Facebook, that you can't save them all. You gotta let some be the foundation. It's like, some want to be the warriors here at the end. You need to let them be the warriors. Like, you cannot make somebody awaken. You cannot make somebody advance to higher levels. If you're the time of trying to work and heal is over. It is time to go. The fleets are here, basically. You need to, it's time to go. That's why I said, that if this gets used out in the future, right, then it's going to be to give you whatever guidance that you're taking out of this, right? You're still getting guided to it, and it's still a message that don't be sacrificial lamb. Somebody's trying to take you down, somebody's being hidden, take all of that stuff. But now I'm going to keep going, right? So there's different levels to this reading, right? Okay. So, yeah, today I'm recording this on 3/22. So I was getting the vanishing mirror, ego sublimation, your spiritual rank, walking away from rock bottom. For some of you, like, you're realizing that things have been tearing you down. You're going to be realize that you were the sacrifice, like somebody has been destroying you and knocking you down and down and down. And I've been getting a reference lately of like the rabbit hole, like Alice in Wonderland, right? It's like everything was illusions and tricking her. Like, you're going to start to be seeing things. It's like a lot of you are going to just be realizing like, wow, like I'm not supposed to be here. Like, you're going to realize that there has been people and things that have been like blocking you from source, knocking you down, right? So yeah, I got sacred ground crew. So I'm talking to a lot of the sacred ground crew, you know, as that's the hardest thing. Like, we're so high vibrational, but to incarnate here in this earthly realm, we had to come down to the vibrational frequency, or we wouldn't have made it. It has to be obtained through the mind, right? So we had to come down to the 3D level, and then we had to do the work and the healing and ascend back up vibrationally, right? So I'm talking to, like, you'll know this is for you if you're already in a higher dimensional frequency. You feel as though you're the black sheep. You feel as though you don't have others that you can talk to, and they're not on the level that you're at, because they're not, right? So it's time to walk away from this and to get out. Like, if you've been asking for help, it's there, but you have to raise your vibration for it, because it's like you're in the shadows. You have to come out of the shadows. And for some of you, these attachments, right? Literally, like, I've finally been realizing why I never get left alone. Like, there's always like matrix agents watching me. There's always chaos causers. There's always what is that? Spirits, monitoring spirits that are around me always, right? Where it's anything it's like anything can jump in and control a vessel, right? If you're low vibrational, then it's low vibrational, dark, devil, demonic, matrix agent energy. If you're high vibrational, then you can have angels and your higher vibrational ancestors and spirit, all of that. Well, that's what I mean. Like, you don't realize how much that you get controlled. It's just like, I'm sure you all have seen this, where all of a sudden you act and you do something, right? And it wasn't you. Like, say you're with the child, and maybe not even yours. There's been times I've saved children that aren't mine, where all of a sudden I go, oh my God, they're going to fall, and I run and catch them. You know what I mean? Things like that, or pulling somebody back and stopping. You know what I mean? Those are angels and spirit that will get in and have you act in ways. And I can't tell you how many times that, like, I have angels talk to me through people, and I've been guided, right? So it's one of those things, like, some of these people don't even realize what they're doing, so don't get caught up in the games. Don't hold on to that dark, dense energy, as this is time to elevate up, right? Okay, so this is the final, this is the 11th hour. This is where they're trying to trap you and stop you from your mission work. It's not going to work, like, to stop the restructuring the newer, but it's like, if you want to be one of the leaders, right? That's what I mean. This message is still going to work to get you out of vibrational frequency and get you away, but I'm reaching out to the leader. It's 144,000 that are uniting at this time. So don't pay attention to anything. Ego needs to be shattered at this time. And anything that is all illusions, because everything's going to be coming at you, really testing you. Everything's going to really be trying to, like, come at you, beat you down, put you down, like, so you could find that, like, nobody's on your side. Things are constantly, it's all about illusions, smoke and mirrors. You need to go off of what you feel. If you feel high vibrational, you know that everything is going according to plan. You feel this amazing vibrational love. That's why maybe you need to self-isolate at this time. You need to focus. You need to know that you are protected. You are divine source spirit. You're online. You have your protection, your guidance. You're being guided. And you should know what you're being guided to at this time. So things are happening rapidly fast. All right. So this is... It's very beautiful. Okay, so those are the downloads that I was getting. Now I wanted to get into some cards, because I was wanting to play more with the chakra cards that I have. Alright, but hold on. We're going to pause here, and then I'll get into the tarot. Okay, recording. All right, I'm going to finish the tarot part. I've got my girls in here, so I have to keep this short. So anyway, but I wanted to get the download messages out, and so now I'm going to do the tarot that's going off of this, all right? Okay, so the chakra wisdom tarot, right, going in alignment with spring equinox. I was feeling this. I've been seeing all colors, right, but there's something very significant about getting your chakra system online. Okay, so with these cards, I take a look into what colors I see a lot of, which can let me know that that's either a lot of the chakra systems that you're using, okay, seeing a lot of that energy, or it can be what you're lacking, right? Because I can go either way. I felt to explain that for some of you that watch me use this deck, because you might be, well, why is she saying that? You know, I'm seeing a lot of green, your heart chakra is activated, you're online, and other times she's saying that you're not and you need that, and there's a lot of green as well. I don't know. So I felt to explain it for somebody. Because I read intuitively and use my psychic skills and abilities. The cards are more of like just a guide and help me keep my energy and my readings together. Right? That's why, and I go off color frequency too. So a lot of times I'm guided to decks due to color, due to frequency, due to different cards. And I use all my skills and abilities over here. That's why I'm more than just a card reader. I'm a psychic medium, okay? All right, so we're getting into this energy. I showed you the Lovers already jumped out on the floor at the beginning of this reading, right? And it's interesting they're looking at this love in a picture frame. Like I noticed I've been doing that a lot today. I've been looking over at my picture frame at a lover. Like I'm getting this energy. It's like of somebody that you're thinking was like a big part of your future, right? You're going to be realizing is not. You guys need to be really careful about like lovers coming back from the past too, as we're getting ready to have a retrograde happen. I believe it's on April 1st, where that gets people in their feelings. And like I said, the enemy's going to be using people that have gotten to your heart space. It's like they can like get into your memories and take a look into things that worked before to try to. There's going to be these last-ditch efforts, these people coming back from the past, trying to come in, especially knowing all these sacred unions and everything are coming together. A lot of people are going to feel like, oh my gosh, they're high vibrational now, so now it's meant for us to be together, and oh my goodness. You need to be careful. That's why I said don't go off of what people say to you at this time, because a lot of times literally it could be the entity talking through them, using them as a vessel. You need to look at actions. That's why when you pay attention to actions and you pay attention to what you physically feel, that's how you're going to know if somebody's at an energetic frequency. That's how you often will find out who your divine is. Because for some of you, their divine feminine, divine masculine is a frequency, and it can literally. That's why a twin flame, right, that you may have been in alignment with could now be a fallen angel and no longer is in divine light and has been stripped of their power, has been stripped of their contract, and now they're no longer divine, they're just but a karmic. So I don't care if it's your twin flame and it's still mirroring you and you still have so much like that is, you know, you can still connect telepathically. You can, having their powers get it's, maybe to some level, but it might not be as strong as it was. But that's what I mean, like, that's why I'm getting this why this is very, very powerful, because a lot of the entity did get through to a lot of the twins, right, and compromise these missions. And that's why it's so challenging and difficult, because there's some of you have to walk away from your twins at this time, but you have to accept the fact that they're no longer in their divine light, and some of them are now fallen angels that are trying to keep you down to their levels. So for some of them, they're really in this energy of like kill and destroy. Like seriously, because it's like we're in a spiritual battle. So it's like you could be getting those energies like, if I can't have you, no one will. Very, very obsessive, very, very controlling, right? That could be why they're never leaving you alone, always causing chaos and conflict, always trying to keep you guessing, things like that, because it's they don't want you to send, because they know that this is a separate, like they're not they're not going to be able, you can't have light and dark I don't know how to explain this, because it's like you're not going to be in balance and union like you think, right? There needs to be that perfect balance within you. It's setting you off balance, right? They're on the other team, they're on the other side, they want destruction. So for some of you, there's a choice of a lovers, but there's new contracts, like I said. So now your divine contract or divine masculine, like you have another divine masculine that's trying to come in, and they know this. They know that you have a new contract here. A lot of times these contracts can get assigned to past life lovers, other people that were set up like contingency plans. God's divine source, they knew there was a plan, and some of these have been created and been redirected, because for some of you, like you could be aligning on another twin flame collective where somebody else's twin was compromised, right? So now they did the work, but now everything's being moved around and new contracts are here. And if you've been following my channel, I've been talking about that for a minute, right? So maybe that's why you need to not get caught up. Just because you know who your twin is, if they're not high vibrational, don't stay with them. So be careful, because trust what you feel, High Priestess. They could literally be telling you one thing, but if they're not coming off in a high vibrational energy, you need to know that. Okay? So... all right, let's get some cards here. Let's see. Yeah, look, told you. Devil energy is coming out very strong. Like I said, a lot of them are in devil, dark energy. Pay attention to just music, movies, interests, where just, is it dark? Is it light? Are they, you know, watch, observe. Right? Are they doing things on their spiritual path and journey? Or is it low vibrational stuff, right? Are they engaging in drugs and alcohol? Because that's all low vibrational. You know the sacrifices that you have to make to be high vibrational. Some just didn't want to do the work. Like I said, but it's important to let them go. To serve. Because for some of you, that's how you're going to save them, in fact. Because for some of you, like, these contracts have to break to awaken, right? Six of Wands, victory. Princess of Coins. Their victory is here. Just don't get pulled offline. Four of Cups. So there is a missed opportunity, right? And for some of you, like, I get it. It's hard because you're going against the written plan. Like, this was contracted, right? This was supposed to be. But there's been corruptions. See? Damn devil coming out with the Wheel of Fortune, with destiny. Exactly what I'm saying. Can't make it up. This is why I love to use the cards, too, to enforce what I'm saying. The devil was messing with destinies. Blocking them. Now the devil's blocking. How the devil's blocking... because you don't realize you got altered. It got changed. But you see... you didn't. Devil's trying to control you. What is making you not your true authentic self, where you can be, you know, like if your lover that you're with, for those of you that are in a connection or wanting to be with somebody you're not sure, like, how do they make you feel? Do they make you feel safe and secure and calm and peace and, you know, or do you feel as though you have to walk around on eggshells? You have to be careful. You have to impress them still. You know what I mean? Like, if they're making you feel in any sort of way other than safe, secure, and calmness, pay attention to that, because your intuition is telling you something. Be careful of outsider influences and things like that, though, too, because it's all about casting illusions. But like I said, you have to trust what you're feeling. But it's time to go. It's time to go. What was I getting earlier? Like, do they make you feel as though you are a lamb or are you a goat? You know? There's just so much illusions, right? And I know, 8 of Cups, 5 of Wands. Walking away. Somebody being called to walk away, even though there's 8 full cups, even though there's love there. You could be thinking like, well, this is the best love connection I've ever had. They're so loving, they're so caring. Yeah, but is it all like sexual? Because the devil's controlling a lot through sex. Sex magic and all of that, and material and possessions, because that's how the devil controls, through sexual energy, through money, material, physical things. Five of Wands, competition. Ooh, yeah, look at this 5 frequency, major change. 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, because I feel there needs to be temporary change of like loss, right? Maybe you need to walk away from resources, finances, things like that. This 5 of Wands too, I'm getting there's a lot of competing energy. There's a lot of fake energy. Like there's a lot, people are trying to like fake it. And I flip right to the Lovers again in the Ace of Swords. Somebody's getting very much clarity that a lover's just been faking. Because, yeah, somebody's addicted to your energy, to your light. But they wanted you to destroy your light, not to embrace it. They don't want you to complete the mission because they couldn't. So it's turned into competition. So you need to have strength above this. They're trying to keep you trapped up in this Eight of Swords energy. All about this picture frame again. I've been getting a lot about ego sublimation. And in the shaman dreams, the ego, that's the mirror being shattered. Something very much about the ego. Maybe you need to shatter your ego, right? Don't worry about like what people think. Like for some of you, like you're worried about what people are going to think you walking away, right? Especially all about appearances, right? Because somebody may be like showing you a lot of love and, you know, buying you things, taking care of, like using all the things within the physical realm, right? But that's why I said this isn't for everybody. Like you're on a divine mission, right? You can't be bought, right? You're here for the restructuring of Earth, right? Most people don't understand, right? That you work for the divine. You get paid by the divine. So you are divinely protected, but in the physical realm, like they're going to make it seem like you don't, right? And you're also, they're blocking your blessings, your flow of abundance and all sorts of things. So for you, it could seem like it's not working. Like I've always known that. I've always known that it's always been the energies around me that are blocking me and then their projections and all sorts of stuff because I know that I cannot thrive in the environment that I'm in, right? So I've been finding other ways to work in other ways. And for a while it was working, but then I had all sorts of stuff. Then the doubt was coming in, right? And I've been like, no, these are illusions. No, what I know, what I see, what I feel is still working. I found other ways to work even though I was getting blocks where I've kept it quiet and to myself. But then when I started to share it because I was getting excited, then I seen how then the enemy was getting in. So there's this it's very imperative to move in silence. Don't tell people your plans. And literally don't sit around thinking about it too much too, because I'm getting your thoughts are not really private at this time. They're not. You have, and that's why things too have to be done quickly and rapidly. And for some of you too, that's why you get these moments where you get these downloads, because it's kind of been protection. That's why sometimes you get these downloads when you're isolated by yourself, and it's not even because then you're able to reach the frequency to get them. There's another level to it. It's also because when you get that download, right, they want you to be able to have time to think about what you want, and for some of you to make the change then, right? Instead of getting the download in an environment where it would empower you, all right, I need to make this change now, but then maybe you doing that change right then and there would be not safe for you. It's all about divine timing. So a lot of times when you get these pieces of information, when you get these things, I hope this is making sense of frequency that I'm trying to relate here, that you're going to know the timing that you need to make it. If you ever found something out and you're like, oh, I got to do something about this right now. I need to not tell anybody. I need to just do it. These type of things are very, very important that are going to be coming out, whatever this may be for you, right? Because sometimes if you sit on it for too long, then the entity, right, can get in there and then find ways to sabotage that plan, to change it, to alter it. I cannot even tell you how many times that I was just gosh, I should have done that, because now look, this happened, now all of a sudden, and it could be something all of a sudden my kid gets in trouble at school when I was going to go somewhere, and then I'm I'm glad I didn't go because this happened, but then I'm no, because so yeah, you can't wait around and think too much on things at this time. You need to stay calm even when these blockages do come, because what's meant for you is going to keep coming, right? I'm getting like the Harry Potter, right? How the letters kept coming, kept coming, kept coming. It's going to find its way to you. It's the illusion that it's like that they are casting, and it's like you give it more power to the other side when they do create a blockage or an obstacle, and it upsets you and it brings down the vibration. You're like, yeah, you may even have the mindset like, oh, it's gonna happen again, it'll be all right. But because you got upset and let you get you down, they're still happy. They're like, yes, more points for our side because we took them down. So they're not working today. They're not light working. They're not holding the frequency. A lot of you that are guided to me are my frequency holders, are my grid workers, are my gatekeepers, as I am. And I've been saying that for years if you've been following that. I'm a gatekeeper, I'm a grid worker. I'm guided to certain places because of the frequency that I hold. And and subconsciously, like I realized this years ago that I'm like, that's why I'm guided to go out and just to walk things and walk the grids. And I have a very like repetitive cycle that I've even done in places that I leave. And even like for a while, I'd be like, I was just at this plaza shop the other day. I was just at all of these stores. Why am I getting guided right back? I was just here to the same exact place, doing the same exact thing, even at the same exact time. And then Divine Source related to me, right? So it's these things, but it's like if I went and told people that, yeah, I'm doing grid work, I'm holding a frequency and energetic frequency, and I'm going and I'm doing these things, then if I put it out there, then or even if I knew it at that time, everything that was happening, then the entity could get in and cause a problem, you know what I mean, and mess with my car and lay trap and do these, you know what I mean? So a lot of the work that we do is done on levels that we're even unaware that we're doing, right? That's why it's just, sometimes you don't need to know the why. You don't need to know why you're guided to certain places, why you're being, like, do you ever have a feeling like, I need to go talk to that person, I need to do this, I need to do that? Just do it. Don't question why, right? Just hold the frequency. That's it. Stop letting these blockages, these obstacles get in your way. So a lot of you could be getting the revelation of getting moved to certain places, right? Like you'll know when a time's up, right? Like if something doesn't happen and you feel like you're trapped somewhere, even though you're feeling like you need to go, but then nothing is it just your illusion that it's not opening up, or maybe it's not done yet, but they don't want you to know that you're still needed there because it alerts them, if that makes sense, right? So some of you are finding these things out. And it's ever been like where you avoid doing something that you know that you should do, and then it's like then eventually you have to go do it and then it'll stop. It's one of these things, like it's not going to stop until you do it. Something's going to keep happening over and over, and then sometimes you get protected, and then sometimes even on your path when these things do happen, sometimes they protect you, sometimes you need it longer. How many times, like has anybody ever had a situation where it's like maybe you got a flat tire or something, and then something happened where then you get stuck somewhere longer, and then you run in or have something else happen, you're just like, oh, well, that's why that took. It's one of those things. You're going to be getting more and more of these things. There are just more things are going to be clicking and making sense, but you need to be quiet with what you're getting. A lot of you, it's letting you know, and it's giving you the realization. It's giving you the guidance to knowing that, yes, you don't realize that my light workers and earth angels, we hold the frequency, but a lot of us are here holding the frequency that just by you being here. And for some of you, yeah, I got that in download earlier too, is like some of you, like when you get together with these divine beings, like even if you run off and you get together with like your divine, like maybe you're like, I have a lot of work to do, so me just being with my divine, if we go take like a month-long vacation, just us, right, on some island or whatever, I'm gonna tell us to say that, then we have too much work to do, we can't go do that. No, if you're literally feeling like you need to go take a 3 or 4 week vacation just with your divine, counterpart, when you come, like, you do not realize the love that the work that you are doing, and even if you're guided to a place far away, like, you're being guided there for a reason. And it's like, you might not be getting the download, like, okay, source is telling me I'm going here because I'm doing grid work, and that's why the love that we are going to be creating at this island, at this getaway, at this place is like selfish. Like, no, you need to not think that, because you need to know the love, right? When these sacred unions commence, the love that they are anchoring into the earth, confirmation by my phone, the love that you're going to be anchoring into that planet is very needed, right? And for some of you, it's like divine source is going to be eliminating the blockages, right? Because like I said, for some of you, even if you have children, your children could be getting used and blocking that. So it's like, if they were around these sacred unions, these connections, they could be blocking the love that needs to be put into the plant, right? So you need to know, if you're feeling as though like, I'm not even playing, like, literally, like, now it goes in alignment with the call. Like, I got literally right before this, is I just got the call where about a getaway and a package and all of this stuff. Like, I haven't gotten those calls in years, right? And I was like, it's funny how that came in. Is it telling me to go take a vacation? Is vacation? I take all that stuff into consideration, right? So yeah, I'm getting this message that for a lot of you, like, you need to know that, and I was getting this like a year ago too, when these sacred unions do commence, there's going to be this like getaway, like literally for some of you, and you're being called to do that. And I'm here to tell you that that is okay to do, because it's almost like it needs to happen, and it's the way for the restructuring, and it's the way for the integration to happen, because the enemy is going to be coming in at all costs, right? And sending everything in to try to destroy these unions, right? That's why divine knows of perfect timing. And literally, like, a lot of you, like, you could be having things that are going on in your life that are restructuring you, that are moving things away, that are creating this perfect time, this time of, say, like, for some of you, literally, like, you could be in a job and you could lose that job, right? Because it could be meant for you to do something else, but it knows that you wouldn't fully do this. You'd be like, no, I can't. You know what I mean? So even though you could be unaware, like, maybe you could get a flat tire, because I brought that up, and then maybe you're waiting for AAA and they're like, it's going to take 2 hours. Like, don't get mad at that, because maybe in that 2-hour window, while you're waiting and you're by yourself because you're stranded somewhere, they're going to be bringing in your divine, you know what I mean? Like, so don't let these little hiccups and these blockages, because divine is working with all of the things that the enemy and the matrix agents are doing, but it's not all getting downloaded to you, because it's for your protection. So for those of you that are understanding these coded messages, they'll make sense to you. If they don't, then you're not to that level. That's not your message. 4222, 4225 are universal code numbers for some of you, that maybe you can find out more through those. Get whatever you're meant to receive at your consciousness level. When you're ready, you will. Like I said, for some of you, it could be other parts of these messages, but that's why I say just stay online with Source Divine. Spend your time meditating. And I'm getting told you need to spend longer than meditating than just a little bit of time. Maybe for some of you, you only allot a little bit of time to meditate, right? But you need to have more time in isolation, more time by yourself, more, so that way you can integrate these downloads that you're getting with your own energy, so you can make these feelings for yourself. Do not feel guilty and fear, right? And engage in those lower vibrational energies at this time, because that's pulling you away from divine energy and divine work that you're meant to be doing, right? All right, guys, so that's the message I had for all of you. I'm sending love and light out to the collective. As always, watch whatever you feel guided to. Love you all. Bye.